So here's a really interesting story that has come out. So there's apparently a report that there were Clinton staff, former Clinton staff, who were trying to do an expose of Bernie Sanders right now, basically saying that, he asked us for private jets or claiming that he demanded private jets in order to go to campaign for Hillary Clinton. And this is something that, Hillary Clinton supporters use against Bernie as, oh, he didn't unify and he didn't try, when he did unbelievably aggressive campaigning when it came down to it. He endorsed her. He campaigned so much, guys, to the point where he was going to states that Hillary Clinton didn't even step foot in, which is that's absolutely insane, dude. But a former Sanders campaign spokesman said Clinton staff are biggest assholes in American politics. So I'm going to read you this article from The Hill. It says, the spokesman for Senator Bernie Sanders' 2016 presidential campaign slammed Hillary Clinton and her staff as total ingrates and assholes following criticism from ex-Clinton aides over Sanders' use of private jets. Quote, you can see why she's one of the most disliked politicians in America. She's not nice. Her people are not nice. Sanders busted his tail to fly all over the country to talk about why it made sense to elect Hillary Clinton, and the thanks that we get is this kind of petty, stupid sniping a couple years later after the fact. Briggs also called Clinton and her staff assholes. It doesn't make me feel good to feel this way, but they're some of the biggest assholes in American politics. Says in the same political story, ex-Clinton aides were critical of Sanders, reportedly making a request for him and his staff to use private jets while he served as a campaign surrogate for Clinton, the 2016 Democratic nominee. The Sanders team's reported preference for private jets was a point of tension with the Clinton campaign, according to Politico. And it goes on to basically say that he did insane amounts of campaigning for Hillary Clinton, and so he needed to use a private jet to be able to travel that much. I forget the exact numbers, but I want to say it was something like 13 campaign spots in a couple of days, and it was so deep. Like the amount of campaigning that was being done by Bernie Sanders to support Hillary Clinton was so unbelievably deep that they needed to use the private jets because he was going to states that Hillary Clinton wasn't going to, and he was doing crazy amounts of campaigning when he had decided to start campaigning. And so, I mean, these Clinton supporters who claim to blame Bernie Sanders for Trump don't know anything, because more Bernie Sanders supporters voted for Hillary than Hillary supporters in 2008 voted for Obama. And also don't take into account that Bernie Sanders viciously campaigned for Hillary Clinton, and also don't take into account that Bernie Sanders ended up, losing some supporters because of him endorsing Hillary Clinton. So, when a former Sanders campaign spokesman says Clinton staff are the biggest assholes in American politics, I mean, you can see why, because honestly, they are.